We're at the Central Washington Agriculture Museum today, and we're taking a look at this old Ford 100. We're going to do some investigation and find out what year this is. Thanks for watching. I'm Tammy Walker, and this is All Vehicles Great and Small. Let's take a look inside. Pull that, give this a little pull up, and then over here, pull that, and then it comes up. So there's a two-part system to open this. There's a latch under here. Oops, latch under here you pull, and then you'd pull this little latch up here from this section. All right, pull this up, nice, it stays up, it's really good. This has the 300 i6 in it, inline six, and Ford used this engine in a lot of their vehicles. This is a super popular engine.
Side note, this is not the 300 cubic inch i6. This is actually the 223. They didn't release the 300 until 1965 in the F series.
We've got our carburetor here. Looks like it's missing the air cleaner. Coming down our fuel lines. And we've got our exhaust going down through here. We've got our generator going to our pulleys, going to our fan. Here's our radiator. Look at these big wheel well fenders. They just take up so much of the inside of this truck. I don't even think you even need that amount of space. Over here we have our coil, our distributor cap going out to our spark plugs in each one of these. And then our battery would be hooked up right here. Not much on here. Got our oil filter down here. This dusty, dirty mess. All right, let's shut her up and go take a look as we go through. Let's take a look at the front end. Oh, how'd you get this down? Got it. All right. Come down to the front end. I like this grill design. You've got these upper holes going through across here. We've got our front emblem. It's got a lightning strike and a gear and 5 little stars, I guess you would call those. And so then we come down into the grill. Nice grill design. We've got our marker lights, our headlights, and our bumper coming across. This nice beat up bumper. Over here to our marker and headlight. And I believe this is probably an early 60s, but don't quote me on it right now. I'm sure I'll tell you the information in the video when I figured it out. I love the lines on this. I mean, you've got it coming down like this, and coming out, round down again. You got a line right here coming across. I mean, everything is so nice coming down. Imagine all the work they did on these. And I don't know if this is the original rim. It's a 5 lug nut rim. Got a nice flat tire. But if you look in here, you can see the amount of space that you have up in here. Once again, it's got the leaf springs. Okay, I love how this design, we'll go back here, comes down to a point like right here, almost ends here. And another little emblem, F100. Now, I don't know if these are the original mirrors because we have some holes here, but then this is kind of put into this spot here. These might be aftermarket mirrors, which I'm going to guess that they are. Whatever company's on here that had their design. There's a keyhole here, so maybe we'll see what's going on with that. Let's open it up. So here we can roll our window up and down. It's still pretty good. Probably goes all the way up. Yep. Missing a little Bakelite knob. I don't know if they still use Bakelite in the 60s. I'm sure they did. Once again, look at this metal work right here. I mean, knowing how body work is, how hard that would be to fix, replicate something like that. I don't know. Another wing window. Here we go. That. And then our door handle. Usually you would push up the lock, but I did notice that key. So what I'm going to guess is you would lock and unlock right here, and then you can just open that door. All right. We've got the top section here. This is called a drip rail. Sometimes when people restore cars, they actually just cut this off. And it comes around to the front. Got a missing windshield here. Goes around to the front. We've got our windshield wipers, our dash. What do you think these little knobs were for? Oh, these are for squirting the washer fluid. Wow, so you can squirt your washer fluid up, wipe it off. Very cool. Nice one. We'll come around. This is a short step side. This is a 6-foot box. So it's the short one, and it's a step side. So you've got your fenders out here, step here. What I like about this is look at these stake pockets. They go all the way down. They come up here, long stake pockets. And then we've got this nice rolled edge coming down over here to another stake pocket. There's 4 of these stake pockets on the bike or on the truck. And then we've got here, now this is messed up. This isn't going to work, but I'll show you on the other side what it's supposed to look like. Usually you pull this back and that goes like that. But you would hook that, you would take this device and you would just push it on there a certain way, but we'll look over here. We've got our brake lights. These, I believe, are just reflectors. It's got some reflectors here. The bumper coming across. I don't know if that's the original bumper, but I want to doubt it was. Now you can see over here, this is how they would lock this. Pull that out, pull this out, put it back in like this, pull that tight, and then put that through. All right. And we got down here, we got some inlaid metal. This would have a wood bed. All that is rotted out. Designs. See their rear end back there. And I noticed the shocks are set inside the frame here. And they go down. That's very interesting. And we'll come around this side. Not much more to show difference on this side from the other side. Come across. I love the patina look of this. This is just so multicolored here. It's just so beautiful. And this is where we put our gasoline engine here, and the gas tank should be behind the seat. Kind of hard to get in here because I got this Metro next to me. Yep, you can see the gas tank here. These nice bench seats. Come inside. Ugh. Whoa. If you're a bigger person, some of these vehicles are kind of hard to get in. I'm not very big, and it's not a lot of leg room. All right, let's see here. We have our ignition switch, and this would you turn it on with this ignition switch. We have our air, so this is for our fresh air. You turn that. There's one on the other side over here. There's the air right there. Just turn these to open and close. Come back down here. We've got our wipers. This is our lights, pull out. I'm sure that's 1, 2, so your park lights and then your full headlights. And then we have our speedometer. It says there's 98,954. And this has, what's the GEN? Generator. Our fuel gauge. Really hard to see this one. Temperature and oil. And I'm sure there's a light that lights up when you push the brights on. Come over here, we've got our choke. And this is our heater fan. There's off, high, and low. And then down here is our heat and temperature. This might even help turn the defroster on and off too. And then I'm not sure what this knob is for, but it's probably for the hazard lights because this says emergency warning flashers. This may be the activator. It looks like there was supposed to have been like maybe an upgraded model. You'd have some gauges here and here. Let's come down. Oh, I guess this is a push button starter, which is odd. It's over here, usually on the right side. So I'm guessing this is our push button. So we turn the key on, start her up. All right. This is on the three. This is a 3 on the tree type of transmission. We've got our transmission up here on the steering column. Yeah. We've got our shifter here on the steering columns, probably a 3-speed. We'll find out. The horn's not working right now. Okay, we've got our clutch pedal. We've got our brakes. And we have our gas. Now, also see up here, this is our brights on and off switch. We've got our ash can and our glove box. And an emblem here. And then that's our heater core. And here's our defroster vents. I'll push it up into the window. Got some extra parts here. Around and we'll come up. I don't think these visors are viable anymore. Hooked up here. And let's take a look at the top. Come around out to the back.
In 1948, the first generation Ford F-Series was released, also known as the Ford Bonus Build, or some referred to as the F1. And by 1953, when Ford decided to celebrate their 50th anniversary, they renamed those series to the F100. The Ford truck F100 series ended in 1983, and it was replaced by the Ford 150 series. Ford's Mercury truck division called their series the M series. This 1963 F100 is from the 4th generation of Ford trucks. This 4th generation was from 1961 till 1966 model years. The original price for this truck was around $2,019, and today you can purchase one anywhere between a few $100s up to around $80,000. This half-ton truck came with either 2-door standard cab or a 4-door crew cab. The engine in this Ford is a 223 cubic inch or 3.7 liter inline-6 engine, also known as the Mileage Maker i6. They also offered the 292 Y-Block V8, the 289 Windsor V8, also known as the Challenger V8, the 240 i6, the 300 i6, and the 352 FE V8. The Ford 100 series were made in Mexico, Argentina, US, Canada, and Rhodesia. This truck has a 3-speed manual transmission on the steering column, also known as 3 on the tree. Rear-wheel drive with a 4-wheel drive option. And I earlier referred to this as a step side. That is incorrect. This is called a Slayer side by Ford. Chevy was the first to call their step side, so many refer to all of them as that. GMC's is called fender side, Dodge is Utiline, and Jeep is thrift side or sport side. The 1965 Ford F100 is the most sought-after truck in the whole F100 series. And last, from 1961 to 1963, over 40,000 F100 trucks were produced.
If you have any comments or stories you have about this old truck, we'd love to hear about it. Please leave it below in the comment section. And remember to like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out grow. We do have a lot of great vehicles planned for you. Can't wait to share them with you here on All Vehicles, Great and Small. Thanks for stopping in. Bye.